The NFL playoffs start today, and we are predicting every single matchup, and we're all the way to the Super Bowl. So to start it out, I'm just gonna be picking from the NFC, the AFC, NFC, AFC as you see. But first matchup I'm going to be predicting Bears versus Packers. Now the Bears are the higher seed; they are at home, but I don't really think that's going to matter. What is going to matter to me is if Jordan Love is healthy. If he is not healthy, I don't see them winning with Malik Willis. But I think if the Packers go out there playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, Bears fans think they're all of that. Lions humbled them last week, and the Packers will humble them this week. I've got the Packers moving on to the divisional round. Next up is going to be the Eagles versus the Niners. I could really see this game going either way. The Eagles' main concern is their offense. The Niners' main concern is their defense. So each of these teams has a good trade-off. The Niners' offense, pretty good. Eagles' defense, pretty good. So it's going to be very interesting who wins. But for now, I'm going to pick the 49ers just because I think that their offense will be able to do more than Philly. I only see Philly scoring 10 to 20 points in this game, and I see the Niners scoring 20 to 30. But I could see the Eagles winning the Super Bowl if they just locked in. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Next up is going to be the Panthers versus the Rams. Now the Panthers actually beat the Rams in the regular season, if you don't remember. It's going to be in Carolina. So that's pretty much their only advantage. MVP Matt Stafford going to be enough to get the dub. Now for the wild card in the AFC, first game we're going to be picking is Patriots versus Chargers. Now the Patriots are at home. They've got my MVP runner-up Drake May. But the Chargers, they do have a good defense. They've got an all-right offense. They got Justin Herbert. We'll see what he can do. See if he can finally get a playoff win under his belt. But for now, I'm going to pick the Pats. I have no reason not to pick the Pats to win. Other than the Chargers, if they just really go out there and play their best game. But next up will be the Bills versus the Jags. Now the Bills, they've kind of had a down year, but they've got Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a game changer, a game wrecker. Jacksonville, not a lot of playoff experience there. Now Buffalo does have a lot of that playoff experience that Jacksonville doesn't. So I'm going to pick the Bills here. I think the Bills have potential to win the Super Bowl. I really can't see Jacksonville winning the Super Bowl. I could see them winning this game, but besides that, that's about it. Next up is going to be the Steelers versus the Texans. Now the Steelers, they snuck into the playoffs on Week 18 off a Tyler Luton missed field goal. This could easily have been the Ravens here. I do think that they are a solid team, but I just think that the Texans defense, they've got C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, they're all playing their best ball on offense. They've won, I think like 10 in a row. This is an easy pick. It's going to be the Texans for me. And now we'll head to the divisional round. Next up will be the Seahawks versus the Packers. Packers going to Seattle to play the Seattle Seahawks off a week of rest. Packers, when they have to go play in Seattle, it's like their kryptonite. It is their hell's pit. With that, I'm picking the Seahawks. I do think that they just are a better team, honestly. I could see the Seahawks going all the way and winning the Super Bowl. But for now, they are going to be going to the conference championship. Next up is going to be Rams-Niners. This is a classic freaking matchup. We've had this matchup in the playoffs for a couple of years now. Both these teams are very good. Both have very good offenses. But I just think that Stafford and the Rams are going to be too much for the 49ers. And so we've got Seahawks versus Rams in the conference championship in the NFC. Next up is going to be Broncos versus Bills. Now, the Broncos, in my opinion, are one of the most overrated one seeds of all time. They are 11-2 in one-score games, and they've had one-score games with some of the worst teams in the league. Now, that being said, I do like Bo Nix. I just don't think him and that offense is going to be able to compete with James Cook, Josh Allen, and that offense for Buffalo. I'm going to pick Buffalo to be going to the conference championship. Next up, Pats versus Texans. This game could also go either way. Texans do have a little bit more experience in the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs the last 2 years. I think they've been to the playoffs. Won a game in both of those, I'm pretty sure. But I just don't know. This is a tough one. I'm coming up with this on the spot. This wasn't pre-planned out. But let's just go with the Patriots. They've got a good defense too. If Houston's gonna win, it's because they were able to shut down Drake May and that offense. But for now, I'm going to pick the Pats. And so for our conference championship matchups, we have Seahawks, Rams, Pats, and Bills. 2 divisional matchups here. Now on the NFC side, we've seen this. They went 1-1. They split. But that game in Seattle, the Rams should have easily won. They're going to go back to Seattle. They're going to win the game, and they are going to the Super Bowl. Now on the AFC side, they also split. Josh Allen, Drake May, James Cook, all these stars in this game. And I just think the experience will finally pay off for Josh Allen and the Bills. They finally get through the AFC and they are in the Super Bowl. Now, a lot of people thought we could have seen this Super Bowl many times in the past, but now we finally have it. Rams versus Bills. And I think this is one that is very clear. This team has been the better team all season. They've got the better players, better offense, debatably a better defense. My Super Bowl champion for Super Bowl 60 is the Los Angeles Rams. If you guys liked the video, drop a like on the freaking video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one.